Paws Pantry is a student-run food pantry. It's completely student-run, and we serve both students and staff at IUPUI. Anyone who is struggling with food insecurity, who calls IUPUI home, is able to use the pantry. Our slogan is Jaguars helping Jaguars. So all of the food donations, all of the volunteers are all IUPUI students or staff or faculty. So back in November of 2011, a girl by the name of Jen Boldig started Paws Pantry, this idea of Paws Pantry as her capstone project. So her and everyone in her group got together and sort of dreamt up this concept of having an on-campus food pantry after first seeing a news story about it. After seeing this news story and having this idea of starting a food pantry, we started doing some research around Indianapolis of, sort of what the community was struggling with in terms of food insecurity. Food insecurity at its most basic level simply means if you're struggling to put food on the table, or you may not know where your next meal is coming from, then you're struggling with food insecurity. We found that 19.5% of Marion County residents struggle with food insecurity. They're considered food insecure. That's roughly 175,000 people. That, along with looking at Indianapolis public school statistics, for instance, 83.9% of IPS school students back in 2013 were on the free and reduced lunch program. That was another big indicator that IUPUI might need a food pantry simply because of what's going on in the community around us. So, after doing a lot of research, gaining campus support, and eventually finding a space, we were able to open up the pantry in August of 2013. Since then, we've seen a lot of people use the food pantry, both students and staff, and it's been a huge success.
So the first thing we do when someone comes to Paws Pantry is we swipe their JAG tag into our computer system just to make sure that they are in some way IUPUI affiliated. Then we ask them if they are a single provider or if they have a family to provide for, because that determines how many points they get and in turn how many food items they get to take from Paws Pantry. So if they're a single provider, they get 15 points, and if they have a family to provide for, they get 20 points. Now our canned goods are worth 1 point each, and our boxed goods, like pastas, meals, count for 2 points. So what we do is we let them kind of self-shop and pick out the items that they want, and then after they're done, we ask them to come to the desk and we just count, and if everything's all right, we send them on their way.
Paws Pantry is conveniently located on the second floor of the campus center, right before you get to the Vermont parking garage on the south side of the building. We're in room 220. We're open every Wednesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we're open to students, faculty, and staff, anyone who needs the food pantry. You don't have to meet any qualifications to use the pantry. If you need it, then there's no need to prove a financial need or anything like that. You can use the pantry as often as you need it. If you'd like more information on how to donate, how to volunteer, any of that good stuff, you can go online to our website. It's go.iu.edu/pawspantry.